I had a conversation with a client probably about 2 days ago, and it had to do with identification of molds by visual assessment. And the caution here is that the substrate that the mold is growing on, whether it's glass or plastic or steel or wood or paper, the substrate is going to sometimes control or dictate what the coloration of the mold genera is. They're a couple of ones that you normally see in a elevated moisture environment. You could either have cladosporium or alternaria or aspergillus or penicillium or any of these. And so you've got greens and light greens and blacks and grays and whites and yellows, and they're all kind of similar in its texture. So if you're going to use the data for anything beyond just identifying the location and extent to determine a course of action for remediation, then and you probably should sample. If you have any discussion of, is there going to be an attorney involved, or is there going to be any kind of dispute between property owner and someone else, you really should collect samples. And the best sample is really a tape lift. When you take a swab, you're transferring what's on the surface to the swab, and then when it gets to the lab, they transfer it from the swab to the tape lift. Why not just take a tape lift? And so anyway, you're going to get a direct read from that. If you collect an air sample, you're assuming that some representation of what's in the air is from the surface, and that's most of the time not true, either in population or in type. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I can only identify maybe 5. So don't trust your eyes. Just go ahead and collect a tape lift. It's not expensive to run, and that way you can have a definitive understanding of what your clients are being exposed to. Okay, Bob Bennett, Farsight Management. It's better to use Farsight than hindsight.